earth does not belong to man. Man belongs to the earth. All things are connected like the blood that unites us all. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. Chief Seattle, Suquamish Tribe, Native American.
Vayitzar Yahweh Elohim et ha'adam, afar min ha'adamah.
Then Yahweh Elohim formed the human out of the dust from the ground, the loose, fertile soil, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. So the human became a living soul. Genesis 2:7. According to Jeff Benner of the Ancient Hebrew Research Center, the Hebrew word Adamah is the feminine form of Adam, meaning ground. Adamah is the red soil. Genesis 2:7 states that the Adam was formed out of the Adamah. In the ancient Hebrew world, a person's name was not simply an identifier, but descriptive of one's character. As Adam was formed out of the ground, his name, soil, identifies his origins. Adam, the human, of the soil. The Native Americans understood our intrinsic and eternal connection to the earth and its life. It was said, "The American Indian is of the soil, whether it be the region of forests, plains, pueblos, or mesas. He fits into the landscape, for the hand that fashioned the continent also fashioned the man for his surroundings. He once grew as naturally as the wild sunflowers. He belongs, just as the buffalo belonged." Luther Standing Bear, Lakota Chief, Native American. Adamah, Mother Earth. The ancient Hebrew word for mother is or em, springing from the same root as the noun amma, meaning a mother city or a motherland. It is virtually identical to another form of mommy in Hebrew, commonly pronounced ima. Amma and variations of amma have carried the meaning of mother throughout the world in both ancient and modern languages. These include Sumerian, Syriac, Tamil, Hindi, and many others. Not only is the earth embedded linguistically and conceptually in the word for humankind, but the concept of mother is embedded in the word for earth, Adamah. Remarkably, the Hebrew meaning in mother runs even deeper than this. Mother is written Aleph Mem. Aleph is the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and in ancient Paleo-Hebrew script, it pictures an ox. To the ancient Hebrew, the ox was the symbol of position, strength, and leadership. Mem, in the ancient Hebrew, pictures waves of water and can either mean life-giving waters or chaotic, destructive waters. When you place these letters together, you have the first or strong water giver. The mother is the first one to give life. You also have a picture of the beginning of creation of life on earth. Now the earth was chaos and waste. Darkness was on the surface of the deep, surging mass of water, and the Ruach Elohim was hovering upon the surface of the water. Genesis 1:2. Here we have the first and strong leader, the wind of Yahweh Elohim, over the waters of the primeval earth. Life comes from the water and the ground. Humanity comes from the soil. A parent is that through which and from which a thing is conceived and comes to be. Elohim and Adamah are our parents. We are born from these. In connection to these we live, and to these sources we will return. As it says, you return to the Adamah, since from it were you brought out. For you are dust, and to dust will you return. Bereshit 3:19. Then the dust returns to the earth as it was, and the Ruach returns to Elohim who gave it. Shalomo, known as Solomon, Ecclesiastes 12:7. Life exists in relationship, and every such relationship is sacred. The earth gives life to us, and we are to protect the life of earth. The circle of life is a circle of giving, of balance and reciprocity. All that we do must be done within this understanding. Whatever we release into the circle will surely come back to us again. The natives have said, "The Great Spirit is our Father, but the earth is our mother. She nourishes us. That which we put into the ground, she returns to us." Big Thunder, Penobscot Tribe, Native American. Honor your father and your mother, so that your days may be long upon the land, the Adamah, which Yahweh your God is giving you. Exodus 20:12. These sayings, these teachings of ancient wisdom and revelation are never communicating just one thing. The responsibility of honor encompasses, yet also extends beyond our immediate biological parentage. In the Hebrew literary tradition, concepts that are placed beside one another are related, and here the land is directly tied to the relationship of offspring to parents. As the wise have said, honor the earth, our mother, honor the elders, honor all with whom we share the earth, four-leggeds, two-leggeds, winged ones, swimmers, crawlers, plant and rock people. Walk in balance and beauty. Anonymous Native American elder. Then Yahweh Elohim took the man and gave him rest in the Garden of Eden, in order to cultivate, abad, and watch over it, shamar. Bereshit 2:15. According to Hebrew scholars, the verb abad means to work, to serve. The verb shamar means to keep watch, guard, protect, save life, to exercise great care over. To make the context even clearer, in Psalm 121, Yahweh, who is Oseh Shamayim Va'aretz, the maker of heaven and earth, is the one who will preserve, shamar, the soul of the one who looks to him for help. He will guard, shamar, that soul, and will not slumber. He will watch over, shamar, Yisrael, and will not sleep. He is that soul's keeper, shamar, and will both preserve, shamar, that one from evil, and guard, shamar, its life from evil. Yahweh will guard, shamar, that one's coming and going forever. Therefore Yahweh Elohim sent him forth from the Garden Eden to Abad, to work to serve the Adamah, from which place he was taken. Bereshit 3:23. The statement in Genesis 1 that mankind was given dominion to rule over the earth and the animals has been used, especially in the European colonial mindset, to to justify ruthless subjugation of earth and consumption of her resources. But the directions in Genesis 2 and 3 bring out the true meaning of the kind of reign that humans are supposed to exercise over the Adamah from which they came. In the kingdom of heaven, whose truth Yeshua proclaimed, the ruler is the one who leads through service and who sacrifices for the good of those under their protection. Yeshua called them over and said, "You know that the rulers of the nations lord it over them, and their great ones play the tyrant over them. It shall not be this way among you, but whoever wants to be great among you shall be your servant, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve." Rabboni Yeshua, quoted by Levi Mattheos, Matthew 20. For hundreds of years now, our cultures have largely lost their connection to earth. We have forgotten how to live and farm and heal ourselves in harmony with nature. The web of life is torn, and the earth, having been plundered and poisoned, returns poison, disaster, and plague. The culture of domination has displaced the dominion that rules through service. We have disconnected from our life source, and the web of harmony within our very soul is unraveling. We cannot be whole apart from our sources, Elohim and Adamah. The natives knew a different world because they understood her. Nature was not dangerous, but hospitable, not forbidding, but friendly. Our faith sought the harmony of man with his surroundings. For us, the world was full of beauty. For the other, it was a place to be endured until he went to another world. But we were wise. We knew that man's heart, away from nature, becomes hard. Luther Standing Bear, Native American. Friends, it is the earth we are to inherit. We cannot hope for another world if we do not care for the one that has been entrusted to us. The land is sacred. These words are at the core of your being. The land is our mother. Mary Bravebird, Lakota Tribe, Native American.